Hey guys, my name is Kaylee. I am a master esthetician, licensed aesthetics instructor, and now the owner of Duo Glow Aesthetics along with my wonderful business partner. I just wanted to get on here and actually introduce myself. There have been so many times that I've been on YouTube and off again just because I always worry about things being perfect, and I'm like, I'm just not gonna worry about it anymore, and I'm just gonna make a video and put it up and learn as I go. But yeah, my last channel, I had so many subscribers, I had so many viewers, so many nice comments, and that channel got deleted. So I'm just trying to start up this channel and start fresh. And this time also, along with uploading educational content, I also just want to add some things about myself and my own aesthetics journey and my business, Duo Glow Aesthetics. So this is just gonna be a really short introductory video about myself. So currently I'm 26. I started and finished aesthetic school when I was 21. I had to take a little break in between aesthetics and master aesthetics. If you're watching this from a different state, that might not make sense, but in Virginia and 4 other states, we have like a 2-tiered licensure for aesthetics. We have aesthetics and then master aesthetics. All the other states, you just go to school once and you learn everything and you're just called an esthetician. But here, if you want to do anything more than facials, waxing, and makeup, so if you want to do like chemical peels, dermaplane, LED, etc., you have to go on to get your master's license, which in a way could be considered a pain, but I think it's good because we get some of the most education out of all the states, because when you go to school twice, you get 2 rounds of 600-hour courses, so we get 1,200 hours of education, which still is never enough. You always got to pursue further education. I always tell that to my students, and I always aim to do that myself. But yeah, so I had to take a little break in between aesthetics and master aesthetics just to work and save money, because we know those courses are not cheap. So I started working at a chain and just really learning the basics. I think it was a really great foundation for me. I worked there, I think, just under 2 years. Then I went to master's, and I was still working at the chain during my master's. And yeah, then I moved on to, I decided that I had a passion for education and I wanted to be an aesthetics instructor. So I got my aesthetics instructor's license and I started teaching at a school, and that school had a partner med spa, so that I started working at both places. So now it was a bit more of like an upper class type of place rather than the chain. So it was really nice because I got to move up into something just a little bit more advanced and professional, and get that experience. But yeah, people always ask me, how did I realize that I wanted to be an esthetician? And I didn't always know. I know some people always knew. I didn't know because I think for a long time I had never heard of an esthetician and I didn't know what it was, or it just didn't occur to me. But my whole life I've loved science. I'm such a science nerd, and people will say like, what science, what branch? Literally everything. But I think my favorite would be like biology, anatomy, physiology, histology of the cell, things like that, which is perfect for aesthetics because that's all that we learn. I've always loved science. I've always loved English and words, and I've always loved skincare and beauty and relaxation and massage and things like that. Well, I feel like all these things go together perfectly in aesthetics because even the English and loving words, that is so helpful when you're studying aesthetics because there's so much medical terminology. And so if you're really familiar with what different parts of a word means, like root words and prefixes and things like that, you can figure out what a word means never having seen it. So basically, I saw a quote the other day that estheticians are just the nerds of the beauty world, and I really relate to that. So yeah, and then last year, April of 2024, I was like, what year are we in? My best friend who I met along the way in my aesthetics journey we decided to open up our own business. We had both been estheticians at that point for about 5 or so years and just felt like it was time to go solo. I had heard so many like inspiring stories on different podcasts of people going solo. And something else that's interesting is when I was in high school, they gave us an aptitude test for what job we'd be best suited for, and my result was entrepreneur. So it really just feels like all my interests melded together, and it feels like aesthetics was just made for me, and I was made for aesthetics. It's so fulfilling to me. I love to teach, and I love to give treatments. I can never decide which I love to do more, but it's just incredibly fulfilling, especially doing it, going out on your own and setting your own rules and creating your own business. I mean, there's just nothing more fulfilling than that. And then to be able to do it with my wonderful business partner, Mimi / best friend, is even better. But yeah, so that's just a very short, quick introduction to me and my background. And I promised I would keep this video short and sweet, and thankfully I have, because I usually end up droning on and then I have a lot of editing to do, but we're not doing that today. Definitely comment below any specific content you would like to see. This is hopefully just the beginning of lots of YouTube videos. I love to post online and help estheticians, whether they're in school or even out of school, just trying to learn a little bit more. But usually what I do is I post specific chapter lectures on a slideshow to where I'm just in the background like doing a voiceover. And I didn't realize when I started posting those videos on my previous channel that's deleted now, I didn't realize there was such a dire need for it until people just flooded to my channel. It became way bigger than I thought it would. I actually just made that channel for my students at the time, and then it got so much more reach, and that's why I'm continuing to do it, because I see that there's a need. And unfortunately, a lot of times students will say that, you know, whatever school they attended didn't prepare them for their state board, or they just like to listen to the videos because listening to it back just, you know, gives them clarity and things like that. So yeah, I'll be posting lots of educational content, and then also content about my spa, maybe do like a day in the life. But I'm really new to this, so just comment anything that you would like to see, and I would love to make it happen. So if you like all things skincare and business and aesthetics and beauty, then definitely give me a follow, and thank you for being here.